God alone, God alone, God alone, God alone. Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Rich Guzman.
What's going on, you guys? My name is Ace Guzman.
And we're here, we're back, we're live with another Ace and Rich Live. Super excited to be here today. We got some great content to get to you and also some really good valuable stuff. I love giving valuable stuff.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Guys can really think about this stuff and help you have a breakthrough in your business.
Yes, absolutely. And who do we have here on the live? Let us know that you're chiming in. Let me go ahead and tag some people up, make sure that they see us. I'm going to do that right now.
Yes. All right, guys. So today we are going to talk about how complexity kills success.
Pretty much, confusion.
Yeah.
Too many things going on. Too much stuff to learn. You know what I mean? We're going to debunk all that stuff.
Oh, my God.
All that stuff.
Right.
Like, stop complicating success. Period.
Stop it.
Stop complicating it.
Stop it now.
It's not complicated. And what we're going to do is share with you 3 important things that you must know that you can focus on. Okay?
You can focus on it right now. I mean, right this moment.
All right. Are we live? Let me just double check here.
Yes, we are live.
Let's see who's here in the group.
Yep.
Internet Marketing Pros, shout out. All right.
Yeah. Well, you got to hit the button over here first. You know how the new changes with Facebook?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's about to be live right now. It's starting.
Okay, here we go. I'm tagging people.
Okay,
Rich.
so we are live also on the Facebook group as of right now.
All right, good.
And we should be good. Awesome. So guys, let's talk about this because a lot of people are trying to really make this work, right? But people actually struggle with this concept. They feel like they have to do every single thing that they see on the internet, right? And, we talked about this before, how people get overwhelmed very easily.
They really do.
By just, looking at different strategies, looking at different things, and looking at what you're watching online and YouTube. You go down that rabbit hole, like, oh, well, this is the best way to generate leads. No, this is the best way to generate leads. No, this is the best way to generate leads, right? And we get caught up in that and we get overwhelmed. And then what happens is we keep spinning our wheels and nothing happens in our business, right? We don't produce, we don't make money.
You get
frustrated.
Procrastination sets in.
Yep.
And then what happens? You wait till everything is perfect, till you know as much as you need to know about marketing, and then you decide to take action, but it's too late.
You know what, guys? Let's just break this down in a way that you can actually digest and keep it very, very simple when it comes to what we're talking about, okay?
Yep.
So let's talk about the power of simplicity, right? Everybody says that, this is so simple, right? It's not easy, but it's simple.
What the hell does that mean, though, Rich?
Yeah,
like they say it's simple.
Well, because simple means that it's something that people can follow step by step, with a step-by-step process. Easy means like I could just sign up and boom, and money's just going to fall from the sky. That's easy, right? Doesn't happen that way.
No.
But it is simple.
Yeah.
And you just got to follow along with the simple steps to actually get the results that you're looking for.
It's true.
So the problem is that we have to eliminate all the distractions and focus on simple tasks in your business, okay? Because if we focus on simple tasks, we can manage what we're doing in our business. What happens is if we start to do too much, okay? And we want to do a lot, don't we? We feel like if we do more, we're going to get more results, and that's not the reality.
No.
The reality is we can do one specific thing, and it can give us all the results that we want.
Yeah, because if you're doing it the way you've been doing it, and we know you're out there, we know you're watching us live, and we know who's guilty and who's not. We're going to talk to the guilty parties. We're going to address the elephant in the room. We know you want to have every single thing in the right order.
That's
and
a big
you want
elephant.
Everything I'm telling you, they just literally want everything to be perfect. They want to have all the strategies in the right place. But the thing is, what may work for one may not work for everyone.
That is definitely true.
Yeah.
this is why you have to find out what works for you.
You do.
Okay? And choose the one thing. I know I got two fingers up here, but you know what I mean, one thing. So it's like, if you're watching on this end, you see one. You watch on this end, you see one. Okay?
Yeah.
So the one thing is going to help you really master marketing. You see, you are a marketer, right? That's why you're here. You're a marketer. When somebody asks you what you do, what do you say? I'm a marketer. Right? And the reason why is because as marketers, we actually like focusing on one specific task. And then we want to master it.
Yes.
Once we start mastering, we start moving to the next.
Exactly.
Right? Because now it becomes more familiar and it's kind of like more automatic now because we really fully understand it.
Yes.
But in the very beginning, we don't understand it. And when we start it, we're like, I don't know if that's going to work for me. And then you start using something else and then something else and then something else. And again, you go right down that rabbit hole that doesn't serve you well.
You want to know something? You know whose fault is this? And you could agree or disagree. It's your opinion. But this is my thoughts on this. Okay, so here's what Ace got to say. It's the guru's fault for complicating things. They make things so gosh darn complicated, don't they? The gurus.
Well, yeah, they do because it's the way that they explain things, right? Like for example, people say, "Oh, well, you have to, build an audience. You know what I mean? You have to learn how to engage with the audience and then sell to the audience." But what does that really mean, right? And that confuses people. That's why when I talk about those three things, I always like to break it down in like ABC building blocks. No, I just made it simple, right? Oh, what do you mean, Rich? Build an audience. Well, that's A block. You focus on building your audience. And then the engagement part is how you engage with your audience, right? And if you do it properly, you'll make sales. It's that simple. It's not, you don't need to overcomplicate the process.
It's
right?
just the way they say it. They make it really vague.
So yeah, let's talk about like one strategy, right? Let's talk about one strategy. So if you want to focus, let's say that, you like to put images and pictures and you like to write, you like to do that kind of stuff. Then you can get really good at copywriting, right? That's a one skill set.
Right.
Or you could do a post on Facebook and get attention, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So that's important to understand because think about this, right? If you focus on that for a year straight, focusing on sharpening your axe, okay? You're going to be a master at your craft and you're going to be able to get the results that you're looking for. You're going to be able to attract abundance because your intention was focused on that one activity over time.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like what Darren Hardy said about the compound effect. If you guys haven't read that book, The Compound Effect from Darren Hardy,
it's a great
make
book.
sure you go get it, guys, because
Yeah.
that book is badass. We talked about keeping things very simple and focusing on the compound effect, right? Meaning that if you focus on that one specific area and you don't deter from it, and you keep doing the same thing every day,
then it compounds
over time.
Yes.
And then things start happening.
Yes.
But the problem is people, they start, then they stop.
Because they don't see it right away.
Over to this.
Right, because they don't see it right away.
Right, and then they stop and they move over to this, and it just go round and round to all these different strategies we're talking about here, right?
Right.
So with the compound effect, if you start with the one specific area, and every single day you keep doing it, and you go, copywriting, what's that? Well, let's change the words. It's called persuasive language, right? Think about it. You ever watch those commercials on TV late at night called infomercials?
Oh, yeah.
You guys remember that?
3 o'clock in the morning.
They got your attention, right?
Yeah.
They got your attention because they understand the persuasive
on
language of copywriting. That's marketing, guys. That's marketing.
Yes, it is.
And I'll go into it a little bit because I know that you've really sharpened your axe with copywriting for quite some time now.
Well, I spent a great deal of time, sharpening my axe because I wrote a lot of bad emails for a while and I couldn't get, for the life of me, anybody to open those emails. And every single time I would just pull back and I would go, what am I doing wrong? Why is my subject lines not even getting attention? It's like, I just don't know what I'm doing. And I asked the gurus to help me out, but they always want to charge me an arm and a leg before I can get any information. Everybody knows what that feels like.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just okay, screw this. I'm going to figure this out. And I bought the books. I invested into coaching. And, my mentor literally guided me and pointed me in the right direction of what materials I should be studying and spending my time with. And, with the likes of Gary Halbert and Dan Kennedy, and those are the great guys.
Ooh.
However,
Dropping some names.
although they're great, even John Benson, they're great. Some of them did not resonate with me. So I had to find others. And how did I find others? I studied other people's blogging, copywriting techniques. I spent time reading as many people's posts as I can. I even studied Facebook copywriting. I started implementing in Meta too and created my own formula that I could actually go online, write emails similar to what I do on Facebook, but also it's more personalized in emails. And it keeps people engaged. And I've been writing my subject for the longest, and people are opening. My open rates now, today, from spending so much time sharpening my axe, are as much as 40 to 50% open rate. And my click-through rate, I got as much as 8% click-through rate. That's credible. I remember when I had like 0, right? So
Absolutely.
with that being said, you have to take the time and find out what is it you want to get good at. If it's video marketing and you suck at doing videos, then spend some time doing imperfect action, create as many videos as possible. Do 1 video a day, right? That's focusing on that one activity. But I want to go off on a tangent. You asked me about copyright. I'm not gonna talk about video. Just I'm not gonna do it.
I know you can go
I
down.
can go off,
like,
man.
yeah,
Coach Chase over here. I
yeah.
can throw a lot of value bombs, but we just talk about copyright and we will stay on topic.
But why is copywriting important though, right? And we're talking about this one skill, right? Let's give you an example. We'll go into another one afterwards, but think about this one skill, right? Persuasive language. With your words, you can hypnotize people with your words, right? And when you do that, that's powerful stuff, guys.
It is.
Very powerful. And again, don't let it scare you.
No.
Learn from it, right?
Yeah.
Take action on it and understand that the more time you spend with that one thing, the compound effect will kick in and you start to see things happen that never happened before. Think about this. You're probably just getting started right now. Let's say you're brand new, right? And nothing's happening, right? But have you started that process yet, right? Really ask yourself this serious question.
Yeah.
Have you started that process yet? And if you did start, how long have you been doing that process, right? The one thing, how long? And if you are doing it for a while, are you learning from, doing the process in the field? I know that you learn from a lot of different copywriters, right? But it's when you learn something, that's something that you learn, like, let's call it the books, right? When we study something, it's the books, right? We learn things on the books. However, you also learn when you take what's in the books that you've learned and you put it into practice.
Well, let me break that down a little bit. Let me finish. Hold on.
When you put it into practice and you start getting into the field,
yes.
Guess what happens? You start to learn something brand new that the book couldn't teach you. It's called being in the real world. Okay?
Yes.
And when you get in the real world, that's when you start testing out what works for you.
Right.
By the experience that you learned in the books.
Right.
The book's going to teach you the experience, but as you get into the field with the one thing, you have to make sure that you learn through the experience of being in the real world and see what the reactions are going to be. And once you know what those reactions are, you can actually say, you know what? Today, that reaction wasn't so good. But you know what? Yesterday, that reaction was amazing. Let me go back and see what I did yesterday because I track it, right? I'm looking at it, I'm studying it.
Right.
I'm in the real world. Now I'm finding out what's really working for my audience. And that is such a big deal. When we talk about those two types of learning.
So I want to piggyback off of what you said.
Absolutely. Okay? Let's do it.
Because when you talk about, you got to study on books and stuff, and we still got to get to those 3 things. So I don't want to go off on a tangent here. Like I said, I'm going to keep you on track. But when it comes to the books, okay, people spend a lot of money.
She's going to keep me on track.
Yeah.
Guys.
People spend a lot of money on buying a bunch of books. So you can have a whole bunch of books and a library of books, and you can look like Ty Lopez and have everything behind you. But the thing is, reading books is not going to make you money. Reading books is not going to make you money. Applying what is written by the author from their experience is what's going to make you money.
And you said something. And you said something too about like you have to read the books at the right time for what
you have to.
Like when you're ready for it.
When you're ready for it. And then here's the other second part, and this is the caveat. you got to also find out more about what that author knows that is not written in the book, that is probably offered in a course.
That's a good point.
Okay. So
Good
what
point.
happens, I was able to find that answer when I saw the course. It presented itself to me after reading the book. So I was just like, oh, okay, there's more secrets. There's more to this than just meets the eye of reading a book.
Yeah.
I need to go into the course itself by the author, because the author has it all mapped out into modules that I can study.
And the book's a great start, too.
And apply also.
Yeah. The book's a great start. I'm going to give you an example. You know, Anthony Robbins talked about when you actually think about personal development, when you think about setting goals, right?
Yeah.
You can't set a goal unless there's a deadline.
Right.
So I could look at that, right? Or you could look at that in a book, right? The Giant Within. I'm trying to remember.
Awaken the Giant.
Awaken the Giant, yeah.
Awaken the Giant.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ones I read. So that one was really important.
I know what you meant, Rich.
Right, but that was really important because it taught me not to just create a goal, but put a deadline in the goal.
Yes.
All right. So what I did was I set a deadline in that goal, right?
Yeah.
To live a laptop lifestyle, to be on the beach, and,
Right on.
And I put a deadline and I put a date to it to make sure that this has got to get done by such and such time.
Right.
Now, I could have read the book and said, well, Tony Robbins says I should put a deadline and a goal here. And, well, that's cool, right? And then close the book and I'm done. And I never applied anything that I've learned from what Tony Robbins said.
A lot of people like that
and
out
a lot of people do that.
Yes, they do.
Right? So I wanted to take action on what I learned from that book to make it a reality. So it's interesting because a lot of people get stuck in education mode.
Yes.
Those books provide a lot of education, but it's not meant for you to get stuck in that education.
No.
It's meant for you to apply what you're actually studying.
Oh, that bothers me though. Because, we coach a lot of people. And, it's like one of my pet peeves, like when, your man leaves the cap off the toothpaste and it just sits on the table and you go, what the hell? Can you please put the cap on the toothpaste? Like some people are a little anal like that and they have pet peeves. My pet peeve is if I tell a student to do something and I say, go read a book. And I say, okay, for example, if I tell you go read Mike Dillard's book of magnetic sponsoring, there's a reason behind that. I'm telling you that for a reason because you need to develop your skill sets and your mindset also about this industry and marketing. I don't want you to go read 10X by Grant Cardone because that has shit to do with what you need to do online when it comes to making money online.
Pretty much, yeah.
It has nothing to do. Unless you want to get into real estate and investing and all that shit, then fine. Grant Cardone is the book. But when it comes to being in the moment at that time frame, then you should be reading the books that apply to your interests now that you have to learn to sharpen your axe and get good at. Okay? Yes. So that's one of my biggest pet peeves is they don't do that.
Well, the thing about like when people look at something, okay, it's exciting and it's pretty cool when you read something new that you never read before. But what happens is our eyes get stuck in the words and then we don't realize that, wait a minute, there's a lesson here to learn, right? We can learn it by reading it, but if we take what we read and put it into the real world, like I talked about just a few minutes ago, that changes everything, okay?
Exactly.
So
let's dive into the three focus areas.
Right. So
three things to focus.
Well, we're getting there. Hold on. So now we need to realize that this is the way to think when we're actually learning something in a book. It could be an audio book, it could be a reading book. Yeah. It doesn't matter. All right. Now.
Okay. The first thing that you need to focus on to keep this very simple, one solid offer. Let's talk about that. We got three. The first one is having a solid offer. Okay, it's got to be solid.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's got to be solid. Now,
have you ever been part of a program where there's like 5, 6, 7, 8 different offers?
Drives me insane.
It's like, wait a minute, man. Like, you don't even need all those offers, to promote, right? I mean, yeah,
just one.
It's great to have a few products, and I get that and everything.
Right.
But the offer itself with the funnel, you just need one good offer and a good funnel.
Yeah.
And then you start marketing it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like us, we're super affiliates. So like, for example, is like, if we get involved with like affiliate contests, we're not going to market every single offer. It's only one pertaining to that particular contest. And we'll see it through until the duration from start of the contest to the end.
Yep.
And we'll see who made the best man or woman win. Right. And that's what happens. And we won a lot of affiliate contests that way by sticking to just that one offer. And we measured all the data because that's great data. For an affiliate, you have to collect data. Don't neglect that part when it comes to you with that one offer. You have to collect data from that offer. What if the offer doesn't work and it sucks?
Yeah.
At least you know about it and you have enough metrics to tell you if it sucks. So, that means you got to switch.
all you need is that one offer, guys.
Focus on one.
With that one funnel.
Yeah.
Right. And this is how you could just get ahead.
Yeah.
You know, again, don't overcomplicate it, right? The complexity, because what happens is we think that the more that I have, the better.
Yeah.
And that's not really the truth. The truth is, if we focus on the one offer that actually works and converts,
right,
we can go anywhere.
Yes.
And promote that offer.
Yes.
Right? Think about what I'm saying here. Okay?
Yes. Now let's dive into that.
You gotta get an aha moment from that?
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Well, let's go deeper. Let's go deeper because this is coaching. It's very important. So let's talk about this offer, the word offer, the terminology offer. What do we mean by it? Are you talking about, Ace and Rich, the different business opportunities? Or are you talking about the different programs or the upsells? What part are you talking about? Rich, let's dive into that. Let's talk about what is this one offer? Let's break it down for them. Are we talking about any of those things? Let's get specific. What is it?
Okay, when it comes to affiliate marketing, the offer that's created, of course, is set up with a funnel. Okay? So, but let me break down the offer. The offer is actually the product that's being sold to the actual consumer.
Exactly.
Right? That you are promoting to. So, for instance, the offer could have multi sales within that one offer. All right? Some offers only have one sale, and other offers have multi-tier sales. Okay? So let's look at, for an example, sometimes when you go through a funnel, you go through a capture page, you go through a sales page,
right,
and then you go through a checkout page.
Right.
Now, sometimes the checkout page, when you make that purchase in that checkout page, right? That's it. That's just one offer, right? It's just one thing to sell. But sometimes when you make that first purchase, you are shown another page that says, "Hey, wait a minute here. I want you to see this." There is an upsell to that offer, right? Then after that, you get another one. Hey, wait a minute. You just made 2 purchases. How about this? I'm going to discount this for you because if you purchase right now, you're going to get the discount. Great incentive, right? Mm-hmm. So that's how an offer is really important to promote, is having an offer that actually converts.
Absolutely.
Okay?
That's the second focus. You're diving into the second focus now.
Well, no, hold on.
Okay.
No, because this is on the offer part.
Okay.
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 So, because if you interrupt me, you're going to make it confusing for them.
Okay,
right?
Go ahead.
So, again, offer very simple. It could be a one offer, right? Well, it's always one offer, but it's a multi-tier in the offer, or just one tier with that offer. Okay. But my point is that all you need to do is actually have one solid offer to promote with that funnel. So.
Okay. The second focus. He teased you a little bit and I caught it, but let's give it out now. The offer must be converting.
Yeah.
This is critical to your success. As an affiliate, you're banking on those sales. If the offer is being run and you don't see any conversions, something is definitely wrong.
There could be multiple things wrong, okay? So don't think that it's just one thing and say, "Oh, the offer sucks." Well, no. Where did you promote the offer to? Right? Let's say if you promoted to some email traffic.
Right.
What if one of the vendors you got the email traffic from, what if their list sucks? Right? You have to test it with a different email vendor. Okay?
Hello?
So now a different email traffic vendor is going to different list. And now it converts. Holy crap. Was it the actual offer or was it the traffic source that you went to? You have to think about those things, right? But we don't know until we actually track and know what's going on with the offer. Okay? Again, a little bit, some good golden nuggets here, guys. So pay attention. If you have to watch this again, do so because we're going to give you some really good stuff here that's going to help you with your business.
Right. Exactly. Now, last but not least, the third focus, which is going to be absolutely 100% unequivocally true. You must believe in it.
Give me something to believe in. There's a Lord above. Give me something to believe in.
We like to have fun. Okay.
So no, but the reason why
you gotta believe in what you're selling.
You have to.
Okay, that's a principle. If you don't believe in what you're selling, if it doesn't move you, if it doesn't keep you up at night, if you're not excited about it, and you don't believe in it, you're just selling it so you can make a quick buck. That's not good enough.
Yeah.
You have to believe in it.
Yeah, that's the power of really making sales.
Yeah. Told you to keep it simple.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. I'm gonna do a little story, and I'm not throwing you under the bus. This is a little bit happened in the past. We had an affiliate contest that we were gonna run. Remember that?
Uh-huh.
And I came to Ace and I said,
I know where he's going at with this.
I want to do this affiliate contest.
Yep.
And I want to win it.
This is true.
It was a trip to Miami that was on the line.
The grand prize winner would win a trip to Miami.
Yep. Hotel paid for.
Absolutely.
Food.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful place. National Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Great time.
Yep.
And owner was awesome too.
Yep.
And the thing about it is, I came to her, and she did not want to do the competition. But, and this is really important, it's right on track here.
Yes.
I believe in doing this so strongly because I believe in the company. I believe in the product. I believe in it so much that I felt in my heart that it was going to help people transform their lives. So if I have that strong belief,
yes,
when I go out there, people are going to see it in like my eyes when I speak on video, the way that I project myself. Like they're gonna see the hunger, right, and the drive. Because when you have that hunger and drive, it's because you believe in something so strongly. It's not just about yourself; it's about who else in the world that you can help and touch.
Yeah, it really is.
And then all of a sudden, I came to her and I said, "Well, you're gonna do this whether you like it or not, and we're going to Miami." Right? Because I already in my mind, I already believe we're going to win.
You really did say that.
Okay? I already believe we're going to win. I already believe we're already winners.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So what we did was, I bought a whiteboard. I already had one, a big one on my side, but she didn't have no whiteboard. So I went to Staples. I got a little small whiteboard. I put it right by her desk, right above her eyes. And I said, look, you see this clock? Every hour in the hour, we're going to make sure we're making sales. If we're not making sales, why are we not making sales? Right? Look at your competition. In the competition, there were some people that were way ahead of us because they started a month earlier than us because we didn't even know there was a competition. So what happened was we actually, when we started a month later, every hour on the hour, we're focusing on the sales. And I believe in this so much that I knew that every day we're going to make sales, right? Even though nobody gets sales every hour on the hour, I want to know why that sale didn't come through that hour. And I held her accountable. I held me accountable, and we made sure that we were building constantly. And we looked at our competitors on that leaderboard, and we knew that we're getting ahead. We're like, you know what? We're gonna go ahead, and we're gonna beat this.
Yes.
And we went all the way up past all these veteran marketers, man, and went right to the top.
A lot of other super affiliates proved.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Right? But why? How did it? I mean, what caused us to actually rise to the top, specifically with that? Well, that's one of them, but that competition. Okay. Why did we go on top? Because we were so hungry in the belief that we felt for what we were promoting,
yes,
that it didn't matter. We were going to drive it home. And everybody knew it. Everybody around us that saw us on lives and we were promoting it, they literally were just jumping on board left and right because they saw the belief in our eyes.
Yes.
They saw the belief in us that they were like, you know what? Now I believe in it.
Yes.
You see? And that's why you're right about that. You must believe in what you're selling, because let me tell you something, if you believe 110%, you should have no problem selling it.
It's true.
If there's an ounce of a little doubt, something, I don't care, it could be the smallest little thing, you're doomed, you're done.
That's it.
You're doomed, you're done.
That's it.
So
was this good?
That was awesome.
Y'all want to keep going? We got enough time. We're going to break this down even further. Want to break it down even more? You see, one of the things that Rich and I do is nobody teaches digital marketing like us, and we're going to break it down for you. How about that?
That's right.
Can I get an emoji down below that y'all want us to go forward even more? Because there's more to it to BCI than just these focused principles. We still got to talk about the system. We have to talk about how these things work together. Because yes, you got your offer. That's the offer selection, right? But there's two other things. See, I said 3 things to focus on, didn't I? Well, we broke it down for the offer. And that's your offer that you're going to go with. The first thing, what about traffic strategy? Now, this is what gets people really confused. Immediately,
Well, they get excited because they feel that traffic is
they
like,
want to go to every single thing under the sun.
yeah, because they feel like traffic is like everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And traffic is really not the most important thing. And we're gonna get into that in a little bit. Why we believe that. Now, traffic, you definitely need traffic, right? Everybody needs traffic for their business. Right? Without traffic, you don't have a business.
And there's a lot of methods out there.
If you just focus on the traffic, that's why I say it's not the most important thing. But if you just rely on the traffic, you're doomed to fail.
Hello.
Just so you know.
Yep.
Okay? That's why I said people get excited about traffic. Oh, yeah, traffic, yeah. No, more to it than that. Okay?
More to it than that. Let's talk about it. So when we go into the discussion about picking a traffic strategy, when you pick a traffic strategy, it has to be one resource, one available, reliable resource for your traffic. You can't do every single one. You have to work with one reliable traffic source.
Yes.
Let's get into it about that.
Absolutely. So, I mean, there's so many traffic sources out there, guys. I could be here for another hour talking about all the traffic sources, but I'm just going to give you a few. All right. Of course, everybody knows about email traffic, solo ads, right? Solo ad vendors. That's a skill set in itself. It's not that hard, really, as far as a skill set, but it is, something you need to understand that that's just one way of actually getting traffic. Another way of getting traffic is active marketing. How do we get traffic from active marketing? Well, we can talk to people on a daily basis, and we can start developing relationships. That's also traffic, but that's active traffic. We're going out there and we're creating our own traffic by actually doing that, right? That's another skill set, right? Active marketing. The other one is, I could do Facebook ads, right? And there's many different elements of Facebook ads.
You could.
Okay. I could do YouTube ads. I could do PPV, right? I mean, let's go back to YouTube ads. YouTube ads, you can create a video for your channel, build up your channel, right, by running those YouTube ads for your channel, or you can create one of those pre-roll videos that go right in front of the video by targeting a specific channel, right, that's related to your niche. Powerful, okay? Now, when we look at PPV is like you could do like a pop-up right in front of a website that's spread all over the internet by doing different types of targeting. And we do targeting by URLs when it comes to PPV marketing, all right? The other thing is that you can do banner advertising, all right? Where you could do banners on different websites across the internet.
Right.
And even like Google, I know they have image ads you can use. You can do text ads with Google AdWords. There's many different elements of understanding traffic. The key here is not to say I got to do solo ads, email traffic. I got to do YouTube for my video ads here. I got to do PPV. Don't think about that as your whole business. Think about choosing one specific area of what are you doing for marketing, right? I'll give you an example. If you're on YouTube, you could learn to do some YouTube ads because you're already on YouTube. It just makes sense, right? You like YouTube, you like creating video content, you could actually create video ads to really target your audience of how you want them to see you, right? So then the other thing you can do is Facebook. So let's say you are a Facebook person. Well, you could do Facebook ads to build up your audience on Facebook. Heck, you're already on Facebook. Why not do Facebook ads, right? So these are strategies that you can implement. Now, let's say you want to get into more of PPV ads, like what I talked about, right? That you can target as well by URL. Now, you might look at that and say, okay, well, that's not, like search engine like, YouTube or Google AdWords. That's a little bit different. It is. But a URL is a website. But a website also that you choose has to match the niche that you are targeting. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Think about that. So, there's many different ways, guys, that you can run traffic, but just choose one specific area that works for you and then study, learn it, do it, and teach it, become a master at it. And guess what? People start coming to you.
Yep. So once you have your one traffic strategy picked out and you have your source, now you need to, like you said, we have to track it. right?
Right.
So you got to measure every result, not just one result, every result. Most people, what they do when they measure stuff, they always focus on the sale. But you got to think about what leads up to the sale.
There's a I was like, there's a process.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm excited because I love this topic.
I know.
There's a process through going through this. Okay. So you have to make sure that you don't just track the sale, because you can't get to the sale unless you fix the problems up front before you get to the sale.
Exactly.
Okay. You may think your offer converts. Okay, it converts. But what if your capture page doesn't convert? They'll never see the sales page. They'll never see the offer. They'll never see it.
That's right.
So you got to measure, like, okay, what's my click-through rate? What's my opt-in rate? Because this is very important. Right? What if you put an ad on YouTube and let's say that nobody clicks on your video? Well, evidently there's something wrong with that, isn't there? Maybe the copy, the title wasn't enticing enough. Maybe the thumbnail wasn't good enough, right? There's many different elements that we must track when we choose a traffic strategy, okay?
Exactly.
That's just one example.
And once you figure out that information and you've measured all the results leading up to the sale, what do you do when you make a sale? You scale. You got to scale what works.
Oh my God, yeah.
See?
Yeah.
And this has a lot to do with traffic.
Yeah, I mean, if let's say you order 100, I'll keep it simple. Let's say you order like 300 clicks from a solo ad vendor, okay? You get some email traffic. And you find out from those 300 clicks, like, hey, I made a couple sales. Wow. I got a lot of leads too. I got a pretty good opt-in rate.
Yeah.
Then that means that why wouldn't you go a little higher from 300 to 500 clicks?
Scale.
You're going up a little higher now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now you get to 500, you're like, whoa, I got about 5 sales now. Should I keep going? Of course.
And that's the thing I want to add to, from my experience in marketing
But don't go past
online,
1,000 clicks.
is we're talking about paid marketing methods versus a free marketing method that is not scalable. You can scale when it comes to paid marketing strategies.
Yeah.
But when it comes to free organic traffic, you cannot scale that.
Yeah, either you have time or you have money.
That's right.
If you don't have any money, you have to put more time.
Right on.
That means you have to start building your presence, your brand, your audience, and understand that strategy.
Absolutely.
That's free traffic.
All right, who ready for more? Want some more? Come on, we got some more stuff. We're diving into this. It's hot, 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 and we wanted to cover this Friday because we see a lot of people out there, network marketers alike, marketers online, e-commerce people. You guys are all doing it your own way, but you're still dealing with these overcomplicated things that you're talking about on your websites, on your forums, in your posts. And I'm seeing it and I'm like, this is a hot topic today. We got to dive into this. Now,
wait a minute. Before you start, remember what I said earlier. Traffic is not the most important thing. You know why?
Go for it.
Because if you rely on just the traffic and you say, hey, I got all these leads and no sales, and you don't know how to communicate and what?
Communicate and close.
Follow up.
That's right.
Now let's talk about the follow-up system.
Okay.
You ever heard the fortune is in the follow-up? That couldn't be like more truth. That is the most obvious thing known to marketing.
Like somebody already bought from you, but you keep quiet. You don't say anything. You want to hide in the dark behind your screen or behind your camera, However, the strategy was that you got that buyer in the first place, but you don't make contact. That is a big no-no. You must have some kind of a follow-up system in place to follow up with your buyers or your customers, pretty much, right? Buyers, customers, they're all alike. But the thing is different industry have different terminologies. So when it comes to creating a follow-up system and you have a buyer, it should be automated. It should be very simple and it should be automated. Okay. So the moment that somebody buys, automatically within the first 24 to 48 hours, they should automatically be followed up with. Any way possible, when you buy something, an email should be kicking out. Something that says, thank you for buying. I mean, come on, right? Appreciate it. Because do you know how many times we've heard that people bought stuff, even a $1 trial into an affiliate offer, okay, or bought a product from a network marketing
And nobody
opportunity,
follows
and
up.
they forgot that they just bought it?
Yeah, and they don't follow up.
Yeah.
One of our secrets to success is even if somebody just, invests in $1, we still treat them like if they invested $10,000. And then they end up investing more money with us because we paid attention even when they spent $1.
Yes, absolutely. Treat everybody the same.
That's a golden bar.
No matter what they spent, it's irrelevant. The point is they bought. They took an action.
They're a buyer.
They're a buyer now.
Yeah.
So it's up to you as the business marketer to follow up with them. Don't rely on the company to do it. That's one of the telltale signs of failure is you relied on the company too much because you thought that your little ropes are going to be all right and mangled, and you're like, they're going to take care of it and untangle it for me. No. One of the secrets to our success of why we've done over 7 figures online was because we treated every customer as if they were our own. And that's the reason why you can't put a finger on the pulse that Ace of Rich does. And we teach this to our clients and team members. We want them to learn that you take control of your business, not the company. Yeah, you must follow up with them. Send them emails. Be consistent. Make a quick phone call if you want to. And I say if you want to because it's not a good thing for everybody to do. But if you're comfortable with it, then do it.
And if you're really comfortable with it, you can do a video call.
A video call. Use your technology.
It's the best.
Yeah, send a little quick voice message. Hey, this is so-and-so. I'm so glad you bought whatever XYZ product thingamajig it was. Right? And if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm right here for you. Let them know that you're available. I do it all the time with my customers, and they appreciate that. They really appreciate me getting back to them, and that's why they appreciate the hell out of us when we spend the time with them in our follow-ups. All right? Now, the next thing under your follow-up system that must be in place is having a clear message. Don't complicate this, please. You need a step-by-step, point, guide, and direct message. Keep it simple. Tell people what to do. They don't know what to do. They just bought from you. Now they're waiting. You know what I mean? Give them a clear message of what to do. Have some kind of follow-up system that's so simple, it's easy for you to talk to your grandmom about it, and she gets it, okay?
Absolutely.
Make it very simple. And then also that needs to be in place with a follow-up system is the consistent contact. Just because they bought in 24 to 48 hours and you followed up with them after 48 hours, you stop talking to them. No. Think about how many times Apple follows up with their customers. Apple, you bought a phone. You went to the mall. You went to get it activated. All of a sudden, you got somebody calling you on the phone within the first day, asking you how you like your phone. Guess what? We got some earbuds to go with it. Want to take a look? Oh, we got this new upgrade package. We're going to give you free minutes, unlimited, if you upgrade. You get what I'm trying to say to you? If they do it to us, why can't we learn from that and do it for other people as well in our business? This is where the upsells and the high ticket sales come in, is when you follow up effectively.
That's right.
With consistent contact. Everybody getting it?
Yep.
Come on. Fist bump.
All right, guys. We are going to take Q&A right now. Also, we got some comments here I want to get to. We got Donald Candy's over here. He says, what do you say over here? He said, I was in what?
It was an infomercial at 2 a.m. that got me in real estate 20 years ago.
It was an infomercial, yeah.
Oh, got him at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you know what? That happens a lot because you understood copywriting.
You know what? I tell you a quick story. When I first started my home-based business journey, I got involved with a company called Specialty Merchandising Corporation, which is an acronym for SMC. And I was buying direct drop shipping products and selling them from home at flea markets and swaps.
Oh, my God.
Yep, that was my first rodeo. Yeah.
He also says, let's see here. He says, my copywriting skills really suck. I don't know what to say without giving away too much information, but I need to peek into customers' interest to click on my link. That's my problem specifically. Bang.
Oh, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I can relate to that. here's the thing. When you want to give your customers too much, you literally are giving away the farm. You're not leaving it interesting. You know, my coach, as brash as he is, he always said, you know, information, when you give it away and you're trying to tease somebody, should be short like a woman's skirt. Okay? You do not want to give. You got to have a little bit of, you know, let's guess game here. All right? Leave something to the imagination. Don't see the whole thing of the skirt. Don't pull it all the way up, but show me a little bit of, you know, a little hind leg, a little knee, a little something. That's it. You get what I'm saying, Donald? Crazy. You got to put a little bit of interesting, you know, because you don't want to have somebody to show all their goodies on the first day. You got to get it interesting. Let's cover up. Let's be conservative. Let's dress nice and leave it up, you know, for a couple more dates. And then it gets a little more interesting after that. The point is, don't give too much away. Give value, but the value should be enough that it makes an impact. The value should make an impact.
Yeah.
An impact that is so good that it delivers a result or an aha moment or a thought from a switch of a doubter into a believer. That's the way you're supposed to write your copy, to the point that a person goes, ooh, ah, wow, light bulb moment. There you go. I need to know more. Because if you give too much, they're going to be like, what's the use? You already told me everything. I don't need to buy it.
Now, Richard Osborne says, yeah, like Mike Dillard, you told me about, I got his book and I got to finish reading it. Yeah, once you start reading that book, Magnetic Sponsoring from Mike Dillard, you can't put it down.
No, you can't.
You got to finish it. It's that good. It's that good.
Yes, it is.
I haven't seen really a good book like that. That's really, man, I'll tell you.
Any other comments? Rich, questions, comments?
We got Feng Chang. Feng Chang says, I have a lot of Facebook followers. They wish I could helping them out. Actually, they want you to help them out with their own business. They are my hearts.
Okay. The thing about building a business online, everybody in the very beginning is a total stranger. Until they purchase from you, Fang, they become your customers, your contacts, your leads. You know, as far as friends, you must be very careful. There's a fine line there you must not cross. When it comes to customers, they're customers. If you build a relationship of trust with those customers, they will buy from you without you even having to worry about hard selling them. But you got to make sure that it's genuine. There are a lot of people out there that abuse this precious, precious gift, which is relationship building marketing. And they do it to the point where they overdo it and don't realize they're hurting themselves. They're sabotaging their business. Don't fall into that trap. We call that mother goosing. If you mother goose every single person, all you're doing is hurting your business. And you cannot do that. Anybody, Bang, you ever seen the movie Tommy Boy with Chris Farley? Okay, the reason why we like to use movies as you know, analogies is because we can learn a lot from the director and what they meant. So Chris Farley is this comedian, right? God rest his soul. He's a great comedian from SNL. And Chris Farley is playing this idiot, right? He's supposed to be some kind of an idiot, but in a way, he's kind of a genius when it comes to sales. And so what happens is he's trying to sell brake pads, okay? But he's screwing up the whole thing. And he's doing it so bad to the point that here's this big deal on the table, all right? And he wants to give it all. But then he's trying to convey the information in a way to make the guy make an educated decision, but he blows it. He blows it so bad that he literally describes his failure to the guy. And he says, oh, I just made a sale. I tried to take care of it. I tried, oh, my pretty little sale. Oh my God. And then I just literally,
my pretty little pet.
And what happened? It destroyed itself because I blew it. And that's what you're doing. And that's why you keep failing. And that's why you're going to keep hurting your business, because you're doing those exact things. Watch out for that. You got to treat your business like a business. Okay. Don't cross that fine line.
All right, here we go. We got Brian Bearden here. He said
Chris Farley ate the cookies. Yeah. I love it, Brian. Absolutely. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
All right.
She says she didn't see the movie. Go and watch the movie. You'll see what I'm talking about. Then it makes a lot more sense. It is a sales movie too, by the way, so it's a good movie to watch.
Yeah, you guys see that movie.
Yes.
It's phenomenal. All right, I know we had another question too. You said we had a question that somebody gave us earlier or something?
Oh, yes. There is a question coming in from Donald Candies, and several other people have asked this question as well. We have Albie who asked this question. So let me just pull it up because it was in my messenger today. So let me pull it up. And they want to ask the question about, I heard AWeber is raising their price and will put limits on how often we can send and broadcast emails. Is this true? Absolutely, it is true. And thank you for asking Asa Rich
we got the email
on this question, because we got the email ourselves. We've been, my gosh, we've been with AWeber since the beginning.
I've been in AWeber before I even met you.
Yeah, since the beginning.
2008.
It's a long time to be a customer. And now they're going to pull this off. So should we be mad about it, affiliate marketers?
Nah, it's just corporate greed.
No, you shouldn't be mad about it, honestly.
But
the thing is,
I wouldn't mind if they raised their prices.
Yeah.
But to cap off a sending limit, it really hurts you with your broadcasting. It really does.
Explain that. Let's dive into that.
Well, I mean, think about it. If you have like 1,000 people on your list and you're broadcasting, let's say, once or twice a day,
right?
You're going to go over the sending limit and they're going to charge you more on top of the monthly fee. Okay. So now your bill can go up, because we had that problem with Kartra in the beginning when they first came out.
Kartra went through that, yeah.
Yeah, and I think they changed it because they got a lot of backlash.
Yep.
So
and GetResponse is no better because they have the price pretty much the same, equal to what AWeber is charging now.
Right. I don't know if they're going down the same road though as far as sending limits.
You got to look more into it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So the answer to this, guys, is that I would focus more on looking for an alternative. That's going to help you, right? I already started searching right now. This weekend I'll be doing some more research on some different autoresponders, and there's a lot of them out there now, guys. We have so much new technology that's going on out there. A lot of flexibility for marketers, for affiliate marketers as well. I mean, I'm very disappointed because I love AWeber, been with them for so long, and for them to add that, capital limit on your sending, I just feel that's a big mistake on their part, and I think they're going to regret it in the long run. So again, this weekend I got to continue doing some more research, and I'm going to find out what's out there and what's working.
It's always good to do your own research. Look at your market as far as like your marketing budget, and then find out if this is going to affect you directly, if it's going to affect the outcome of your broadcasting. If you send more than 30,000 emails a month, like, you really need to really consider those costs.
And that seems like a lot, but it isn't.
Yeah.
But it isn't though. Because when you start broadcasting on a daily basis, and there's 30 days in a month or 31 days in a month, it really adds up. You know what I mean? So if you have 5,000 on your list, times that 5,000 to like how many you're broadcasting on a daily basis for 30 days. That's insane.
Keep an eye
your
on
numbers
that.
will go up so quick. You'll pass that sending limit, and your bill can literally go from $55 a month to over 100, close to 200, 300 a month.
Right.
I'm not kidding when I say that. We went through that with Kartra in the beginning.
Yeah.
So
and don't let people like try to deter you and go, oh, you're being cheap about your business and everything. No, this has nothing to do with that shit. What it is that you're running a business, okay? And these are the most craziest times, and we're trying to keep our costs at a certain level because we know how inflation affects all marketers, regardless if you're rich, wealthy, middle class. It don't matter. That don't matter. The point is, I want to keep my costs at a certain level.
As entrepreneurs,
yes, so that way I can scale my business.
More profit.
The more profit, the better, right? Yeah. So think like that.
Yep.
Think like that.
You actually got to focus as being an entrepreneur.
Yes.
You have to focus on taking more in instead of what's going out.
Yes.
Remember that.
Question coming from Donald. Donald is really hot today. He's asking all these great questions. Says, can AI help me with copywriting? Yes, it can. If you prompt engineer it properly. You see, here's the thing. A lot of times people come to me and they go, Ace, you're teaching AI. Can it do copywriting? It can if you prompt engineer it properly. There are certain specific pieces you must put in place, and you must write it directly to the AI. So let's say, for example, you're using ChatGPT. Okay. Well, GPT-3 is not going to give you the copywriting outcome or output you really want as far as quality.
That's
I'm going to keep it down.
That's a good point. Yeah.
It's the 4.0 that's going to do it because you have to upgrade to get those features. And yeah, it's $20 a month. You're not breaking the bank. $20 a month to access a pro feature in an AI any day that will save me hours and hours and hours of looking at a blank screen and having a brain fart.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with it, right? But then there's Claude. So now we got ChatGPT 4 that could do it, but then there's another alternative called Claude. Now, Claude has a different type of a language because there's things you could do in Claude similar to what you could do in ChatGPT 4.
It just seems more real with Claude.
But Claude seems to be a little bit more human.
Yeah, it's really wild.
Versus ChatGPT 4, it's too robotic, it's too clean.
Even Angel noticed that.
It's too polished.
Even Angel noticed that.
And my son, Angel, he's 18, he had a birthday. And he just realized that he likes Claude better than ChatGPT 4. He was using ChatGPT 4 for homeschooling for a long time. But when he needed to do his essays, he found there was more human conversations in the dialect that was coming out with Claude versus ChatGPT 4. Anyway, not going to get off of the tangent. So to answer your question, if you want great copywriting, you got to upgrade to the pro level. It could be either in Claude or you could do it in ChatGPT 4. And just so you know, we are teaching that stuff inside Inner Circle. We've been teaching that. I've been having a ball with it with the gang in Inner Circle, and they're learning how to customize their own AI assistants to do work for them. So hello, if you want more information about that, Donald, you know what you got to do.
Yep, you got to head on over to meetaceandrich.com. Make sure, guys, that you actually book an appointment with us so we can help understand how to break free from all the overwhelming confusion that you're probably going through in your marketing business today. All right? So, guys, with that being said, my name is Rich Guzman.
That was a great question, and my name is Ace Guzman.
I want to thank you so much for being here on Ace and Rich Live, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Have a good one, and have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend. Take care.